Hi there, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done this, and I was just thinking that I've kind of been slacking on this channel, and I've had people in the past that wanted me to do collective readings, and I kind of got taken over to the Twin Flame land, and it's been a while since I've just done collective readings. So I'm doing this for my peeps, and I am connected to the emissaries of light, to the Pleiadian emissaries of light. So when I do channel, sometimes I do trance, sometimes I use cards, sometimes I write. But no matter what messages I'm bringing forth or how I'm bringing them forth, I am connected with the emissaries of light. And so if you are somebody that's subscribed for the channeling, these messages may resonate for you. If you're somebody that, really anybody, because this is going to be a collective reading. And the intention is to just check in and see what's going on for the collective at this time. And we'll see how this resonates for people. So the first one we have is the garden and the gate, and then we have blossoming abundance. And it's funny because they're 303. So I feel like whatever's happening in your life right now, things are transforming. It's almost as if you've opened up this gate to abundance. You're blossoming, you're transforming, you're maybe reflecting upon things, because I'm looking here and I'm seeing this picture of this girl and she's got her eyes closed, and then over here we see this water element where things are just reflecting off of the water. So you could be reflecting about the past. You could have been very patient about things as well. This is like the Temperance card within the tarot, and it's all about patience. And when we add up this, it's a 7. And 7 for me does connect with the emissaries, and it brings in that vibration of unconditional love. And so this could also be indicating that you've been very patient with things, but the payoff is coming. Oh my goodness, the next card's the Door to Value. So it's like the payoff is coming in your life, whether it's financial or just feeling better about yourself. It's like whatever was going on, you can rest assured that the transformation is here. We've got 31 again, so we've got the vibration of 3 times, and then this would add up to 4, which is about your foundation. So your foundation is transforming, and you're going to come into this time of victory right now. And I really feel like it's because you've done what you needed to do. You've really opened things up for yourself. So let's just see, what else is going on for you. We've got the Journey, which is number 2, the Sun, and then Woman Holding a Heart. All right, so your journey that you've been on, you're getting to this place of clarity. You're getting to this place of, opening up. You're feeling more grounded, and your foundation is rooted in love. And then you've got these people in your life who actually care about you. I feel like, maybe you went through some times that weren't so great in the past, but you were patient with it. And you didn't allow it to take your heart away, or to take the love out of your life. It didn't shake you up to the point where your foundation crumbled and you didn't rebuild. It's like you transformed out of the crumbling of the old, out of the situations with people that maybe didn't care so much, or maybe, weren't going to assist you on your path. You just allowed whatever happened to happen. And because of that, it's like your whole life is transforming. We do have the Door to Romance here too, again with the 33. So for some of you, you could have new love coming into your life. You could have somebody from the past coming back, because if we add this up, it's 6, which is, for me, past lives, past energy. And it could even be that somebody from your past is now appreciating you more. So it may not even be romantically, but, somebody from your past could be coming back with a new appreciation for you. If you add this up again, we have 6. But it's like the vibration of 5 is there too. So somebody in your life, the way that they looked at you, they're looking at you with more appreciation. But I feel like it's because you've done the same thing. You've allowed the light to come into your life. You've allowed for yourself to get to this place where victory is going to happen, where you're going to have this abundance, and you're looking at yourself too in this way of like, I'm valuable and I deserve to be appreciated. So you're appreciating the journey, You're appreciating where you've come from. You're reflective on where maybe you once were, and you're seeing how you were patient with the universe. And through doing that, it opened up everything for you to be in this place of appreciating, and for you to have this like victory in all areas of your life. And if you add up 28, that's 10. So it's telling me that you're coming to the end of something. And we have just gone through an ending of a 9-year cycle. You know, there's a lot of stuff coming up within the collective that's changing. So you could even be having a shift within your community with the people that you spend your time with. Again, we have the energy of the Pleiadians. I always look at this as the Pleiadians. So you could have just come into this understanding that you're a starseed. And so that's shifting your community, because your community is more astral level rather than maybe physical. And so you could be really transforming the connections that you have within the material world to reflect that as well. And so it could be romantic, it could be just friendships, or it could just be that you're spending some more time alone and reflecting and connecting with that energy of the star beings, of spirit, of the light, you know, and you're recognizing how that brings victory to your life when you step out of the energies with people who maybe don't care so much, and you appreciate things, and you're in a place of gratitude. It brings you more things to be grateful for, and you know that you have to be patient with things too, that they don't happen over time. But I really feel like you're really connecting more. Things are blossoming more, and you're knowing that, like, no matter what's going on, it's all part of the journey. And that really opens up the value to romance and to having like more stuff in your life. It's the door to romance, the door to value. And it can be, just transforming the romantic connections you already have. Maybe there was some negative attachments that you had to change, and that took a lot of strength for you to get there. But now, because of it, you're going to have a foundation of happiness with your family, with your friends, with your community. And it's all coming out of this energy of love, So let me just grab a couple more messages to see what else is going on, in your life at this time. See what Spirit has to say about what maybe you should be doing. So we got the 3 of Cups. And so I really feel like this is going to be a time of celebration for you. You've definitely been transforming. You've turned into this magician. You've taken the things that weren't so great in your life, and you've turned them into this energy of celebrating, and I feel like Spirit is just commending you on that and saying, like, you've done a lot of work and you should be proud of the work that you've done. So if you haven't been feeling great, yeah, look at that. We got the Hermit. So if you've been feeling like, cooped up, kind of on the outside looking in, maybe you've seen other people in this energy of celebration, Spirit's coming in to remind you that you are the creator of your reality, and that it does take patience, but you can get there. Look at, again, the 10 of Cups here is happy family. I feel like that energy we saw with the happy family card is very similar to this. So if you've been experiencing any turmoil, if you've had restless nights, if you've had a little bit of depression, Spirit's saying, like, turn that depression or that sadness and grief, turn that energy of being on the outside looking in into more of an energy of reflection and understanding, and shifting your vibration, becoming the creator of your reality, taking the not so great things and turning them into good things, taking these nights up of indecision or anxiety, and realizing that the burdens that you're carrying are probably just energetic burdens that you can release, and to be patient with yourself as you do it, but know that you are somebody that's valuable enough to have whatever you want. And when you recognize that, you really do step into this place of transformation. You step into this place of manifesting. So, you become somebody that is valuable in your own eyes. You embody the energy of all the queens, somebody who speaks her truth, somebody who's loving and nurturing, somebody who's creative, somebody who knows how to use the energy around her to her favor, and knows her worth and her value, isn't afraid to have boundaries up that are going to assist her from manifesting the things that she maybe have felt like she could never have. Maybe, like, this is the energy of somebody who kind of just watches and isn't really involved in things, and sees other, and it's like funny because she's looking right over here. She could be looking onto others and wishing for things, but when you embody this energy, and this can be masculine too, you could become the emperor of your life, the creator of your life. You then in turn open up this new beginning of value and worth, and it ripples into all areas of your life, and it all starts in how you're communicating. So I feel like Spirit's saying it's time for a new beginning on the way you're communicating out into the world. What are you thinking? What are you speaking? What are you putting out there? And realizing that those two words, I am, shape your reality. So if you're saying things like I'm miserable or I'm tired or I'm this or I'm that, and it's not in a good healthy vibration, that's what you're going to continue to see. And even if you say it about people around you in your life, they're this, they're that, you're dropping down into that vibration. And so Spirit's saying, like, to make this decision to bring justice into your life. If there's people in your community or people in your family or people around you that, bring down your vibration, it's time to make the decision to bring the justice into your life and to cut them out, and make sure that you're communicating clearly to the universe the type of people you want to show up in your reality, so that when you have this new energetic beginning, you're attracting the people who are going to vibrate on the same level. And don't be afraid to be that Queen of Swords. Don't be afraid to be speaking your truth and to having healthy boundaries and to setting, these firm areas in your life, so that you're cutting out the sneaky stuff, you're cutting out the karmic stuff, the toxic stuff, and you're making the decision to put yourself on a pedestal and to really just rush out into the world to make your wishes come true. And when you do that, when you take your power back, the universe is going to spin in your favor. You're going to have this wheel of fortune, which brings money, which brings happiness, which brings fulfillment and abundance in all areas. It brings the light. So stop juggling your value, if you have been at all, and pull any daggers out of your heart, and have that strength to really charge forward into having this happy ending in your life, to having value and worth in your life, and to not feeling like you're out on the outside looking in. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to get you guys one more message. Where do I want to get it from? I'm going to get you this one. This is one of the star energies. And I feel like the people on this channel will be more star-seeded souls. So let's see. Mirror and trust the niggle. So these are perfect for the messages that were just coming through. All right, so mirror is who or what is triggering you, and trust the niggle is what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you. So this really is, showing you if there's been things in your life that don't feel right. It's sometimes we gotta look in the mirror and realize, is this something that I don't like about myself, or is this something that is triggering me for a reason? And with this, is telling you to trust that inner voice. It's telling you something's not right. Something's not right with this person or this situation, and I need to do something about it in order to manifest my happy ending. If I'm not going to sit on the outside looking in anymore, I'm not going to sit on the outside, doubting this voice inside of me. And these triggers are happening for a reason. Some of them are triggering you to do some inner exploration and healing, like we talked about those words that you're talking, I am this, I am that. If you're looking at others and you're getting triggered by others' happiness or other people's success, that's something inward that you have to do. But if there's people outside of you that are really taking from you and they don't have boundaries with you, that can trigger you into trusting that voice, into being that Queen of Swords who cuts them out and says, no, I'm not going to be used or exploited for who I am or my energy, my time. I'm going to, be appreciated, and I'm going to appreciate myself. And it's just setting healthy boundaries. It doesn't mean that you're a cold-hearted person or that you don't care about these people, particularly if it's family or something. It's you still care about them, but if they're not going to appreciate you, then you need to release that. And on the bottom of the deck, it says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So if you've been, in this energy of that energy we saw with the Nine of Swords of being up all night, or wondering if you've got something in the back of your mind that's telling you that you're not good enough, or that something's not right, or this or that or whatever, and you're being triggered everywhere you look, it looks like everybody else has got it except for you, or this or that, whatever it is that's going on, just know that you're already on your path, and to just keep doing what you're doing. Stop overthinking. When you need to, take a break. It's a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So be gentle with yourself too, but only take that message if you feel like it's relevant to you. Maybe it's take a break from what's going on in your mind, if you're just up in your head and you're constantly thinking about things, take a break and know that everything is working in divine time. Okay, and if you are, you know, somebody that's being taken advantage of, and you're just constantly running around and trying to get things done and trying to create your new reality, you know, overnight, it's, you know, also telling you to take a break, because those things slowly happen. We don't manifest big changes overnight. You know, we have to go through the crumbling. We have to release whatever it is that we're clinging on to. I feel like this is like the tower within the tarot, and in order for things to change, we have to have a crumbling of what we're already within. So if you're in connections with people that aren't serving, or if you're in a job that isn't making you feel appreciated, or just anything in your life that's not feeling right anymore, and it's like that nagging voice in the back of your head, maybe perhaps you're afraid to be left out in the cold, maybe you're afraid of losing out on money, you know, there can be a lot of fears that you could be clinging on to something that's just not serving you anymore, and it's bringing you a lot of conflict. You know, Spirit's saying it's time to take that leap of faith and to walk away from this thing and allow for the tower to crumble, because then is your opportunity to rebuild, and to be patient with yourself as you rebuild. Don't give up, because know that you are the creator of the world that you live in, and it's worth doing the work that you're called to do, and to trust your path. It says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, so if you know, like in your heart, like if I quit this job or if I leave this person, or if I do this, like you're going to be totally supported, what would you do? Would you take that leap of faith and jump? And if the answer is yes, then, you know, Spirit's saying, like, start making those actions to make it happen. You know, don't do anything crazy or hastily, but, you know, break the chain. And again, with the energy that we've had coming up from this 9-year cycle, this was a lot of ancestral stuff, and this says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So you could be, you know, going through things that you know, are connected to your ancestors. We can have beliefs that stem all the way back to, you know, thousands of years ago. People that you never even met, the beliefs that they hold on to, it's like ingrained through your cells, your DNA, and it gets passed down generation after generation after generation. So you want to rewrite the future by healing those beliefs. And I feel like a lot of this energy has been coming up, you know, and you want to honor your ancestors by healing. You know, and you can get things like different diseases or different beliefs, like all different things that you wouldn't even expect. You know, if you've struggled to manifest money, it could be that somebody before you had taken a poverty vow, or just believed that money was evil, or this or that we're always going to be broke. And so if you grew up in that vibration, or if you had somebody in your family, in your history, that believed that, it can really keep you in a place of constantly working towards something. So it's like, yes, you're the creator of your reality, but if you're holding on to stuff that's ingrained into your body, you want to work on clearing that and breaking the chain. So, you know, it's really going up and asking Creator to assist you in rewriting the cells, the atoms, the DNA, and then, you know, how you're speaking, how you're feeling, how you're thinking. You know, start trusting and knowing that you're going to break the chain and doing the healing work that you're being called to do. You know, maybe you're being called to take that leap of faith into a healing role. Maybe you want to start learning Reiki, or you want to learn how to read cards or whatever. And it's just your intuition is going to guide you on these things. And it also says share your voice, come out of the cave of persecution and expression. So you could have ancestral stuff with that too, where maybe you're drawn to this type of stuff, but you're afraid to express it. You're afraid to let others know that you're, you know, maybe a starseed, or that you're, you know, believing in this type of stuff, because you're afraid that, you know, your family or your friends will laugh at you. And that can really come into this community caring connection stuff, because if you're hanging around with a bunch of people stuck in their ego, you know, it's going to be, you're going to feel like it's hard for you to express yourself. But when you start expressing your true authentic self, the true authentic people that deserve a spot in your life are going to be the ones that show up. And so it says rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. I really feel like you got to trust this process. And if you're going through an awakening, or if you're just having energetic upgrades, if you're integrating new things, just trust it and know, and keep those boundaries up. You know, it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? We were just talking about this. So, you know, have whatever's awakening inside of you, it's going to raise your vibration, and it's likely going to push people away that are of a lower vibration. It's going to change the connections in your life. It's going to change how you feel about yourself and the people around you. And again, leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So you guys are really being called to take that leap of faith and to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So whatever it is, just trust it. If this has been laying heavily on your mind for a while, know that the door to spirit is always open, And so if you've been indecisive, if you've been dealing with hostile people who have been deceiving you, it's time to get to that place of balance, rest, rejuvenate your soul, and just have an ending of these storms within your life. Open up your heart to people who are going to meet you with love, and realize that you can be a healer of the ages. Like, you have healing abilities inside of you. We all do. Like, there's particularly the starseeds, you guys are called to realize that. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And even if it's just in financial constraints, you can heal that as well. There's nothing that you can't heal or take back the power and control within your life. All right. So I hope that this message is good for you. If you like it, hit like. If you don't, you can hit dislike. Either way, it helps me to continue growing the channel. And if you'd like to see more readings, let me know. I was thinking of doing a couple of the element signs for readings, just general readings, like for earth signs, air signs, water signs, fire signs. And I can, continue to do ones like this where I just check in with the current energies. And if you happen to be in there, you happen to be in there. I also do ones where a pick-a-pile. So maybe the next time I do one on here, it'll be a pick-a-pile. So you guys can choose the pile that resonates with you. And that way you're guaranteed your message. But anyways, I hope you liked it. I do private readings, so if you'd like to get a private reading, you can email me. And I do also offer other services on my website. You can check that out. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. In MUNAY, namaste.